So just before when Titanic hit the iceberg, the lookouts on the crow's nest spotted the iceberg and it started ringing the bell. He immediately rushed to the captain of the ship and told him, but it was too late then. Captain Smith ordered the ship towards the port side in order to avoid the iceberg, but unfortunately it hit the iceberg. When it hit the iceberg, it was not a big kind of a shock or any kind of an impact, but it was a small vibration felt by the people on board ship. In fact, many of the passengers which were there on the upper deck took the ice of that iceberg and put into their champagne glasses as if that it's just a normal thing. Captain Smith immediately told Andrew Thomas to assess the damage. He went down, assessed the damage, and he came back and told the captain that we have less than 2 hours left. Immediately, captain ordered the crew to lower down the boats and ordered that the first woman and kids will go down. Ladies and gentlemen, only 20 boats were available for 2,200 passengers. In approximately 2 hours of struggle and disaster and tragedy, only 703 people managed to survive during this tragedy. Now, after that, at that moment, just before drowning and sinking of Titanic, the communication staff sent so many SOS messages to the near ships like USS California, USS Samson and USS Carpathia. But USS California, which was the nearest, ignored these SOS messages, and the captain of the ship, Captain Stanley, ignored us by saying this, that these were only the drills which are made by Titanic because it's unsinkable. Only USS Carpathia came, but it was then too late. Now, there are different theories which are roaming around after the sinking of Titanic, that Titanic bows went down first, and then just before going down, it broke into 2 pieces. And it went down 2.5 miles under the sea, where it lies down today. Its graveyard is there. Now, after 100 years, the team of scientists and investigators sponsored by RMS Titanic has revealed so many new facts and discoveries which has sent shocking waves around the world. With the help of AUVs and ROVs, autonomous underwater vehicles and ROVs, cutting-edge technology of sonars, they have mapped a 3D model of Titanic, which has revealed the new discoveries. Coming to the first myth, that there was a 300 feet gash which sunk the Titanic. This fact was revealed by a 1912 accident report, in which they said that 300 feet gash sank the Titanic. But it was confusing. You know why? Because if there was a 300 feet gash on the starboard bow of Titanic, it would have taken few minutes to sink. And the eyewitnesses told that it took 2.5 hours for Titanic to sink. Now, what is the answer? With the help of this 3D model, when they studied it, a shocking discovery was done. And that was, it was not a 300 feet gash, it was only 30-foot gash, due to which Titanic sank. Now, what has happened at that moment? Ladies and gentlemen, when they calculated the flow of water gashing into the Titanic, the time which came up was 2.5 hours. It means that the 300 feet gash was just a myth. It was only a 30 feet or 11 square feet gash which sank the Titanic. Now, coming to the second myth or theory, that when Titanic sank on the surface, when it bogged down and then it broke into a part and Titanic went down 2.5 miles below into the sea. But this investigation and model revealed that Titanic debris was scaled up to only a half square mile, which tells you that the area of scattering of the debris of Titanic is very compact, and it was broken into two pieces, not on the surface but deep down into the sea. So, with the help of this 3D model, so many new facts and figures are coming. In the future, we'll be hearing so many more